What's poppin' YouTube?
It's Wo Gang.
And we about to go over our top 3 albums of the year.
Cue the intro.
Alright, so number 3, I'm gonna put Revenge of the Dreamers 3. Sounds kind of redundant. I think that album was really good for what it did. It brought like a bunch of different types of rappers together, and like it's like rappers that you wouldn't even really see being together, and then it put out like smaller name people, and J. Cole basically just like made all his homies get platinum. That's pretty dope. That's why it's my number 3 favorite this year. Moving on to number 2, I put Lost Boy by YBN Cordae. I think as a debut album, that was a really good album. It didn't necessarily have a concept, and he didn't really find his own sound like in certain songs. You could see him sounding like the people who are featured or the people that he gained inspiration from. But I think as a rapper, YBN Cordae is really talented. And this album, being his debut album, really showed the fact that he's really this higher caliber of a rapper. I think it was better than Revenge of the Dreamers 3. I think what Revenge of the Dreamers 3 did was better, but as an album, I definitely enjoyed Lost Boy more. Alright, so my number 1 favorite album this year is gotta be Bandana by Freddie Gibbs. I know a lot of people probably don't know this album because Freddie Gibbs is relatively underground, but I think this album is stellar. I think it's like perfect, almost perfection. Madlib, his production is almost unmatched, and Freddie Gibbs as a rapper is far ahead of most of the mainstream rappers. I think this album was just as close to perfection as you can get. Every song is amazing. I have my favorite songs like Gatdam or Palmolive, but I think every song on this album hits very hard. I think it's mad good. It's probably my favorite album in the past like 2 years. So I think it was basically perfect. So yeah, that's my top 3. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree, or if you even know who Freddie Gibbs is, you know. Let me know. We can be friends, because Freddie Gibbs is mad good. Alright, yo.
Alright, so my 3rd album, the top 3. Young M.A's album that dropped this year, Her Story in the Making. Just because, like, Young M.A is definitely one of the best rappers out bar-wise, and I'll argue that to the death of me because it's just a fact. And I haven't gotten music from her in a while, besides those singles. But that album came out, straight bars. You listen to it again, more bars. If you need it, you need bars. It's that simple. Number 2, I'm gonna have to give it to J. Cole's album, Revenge of the Dreamers, 3, ROD 3. Just because the energy on that album was so lit. Everybody, it just sounded like they were all in the studio having a good time. Like even the slower songs, that you could tell those people vibe together, and that's why they were able to make such good music. So that album is definitely my number 2 for the year. And first, number 1 overall, drum roll, bitch, is is YBN Cordae's album. It's The Lost Boy. Now that album for me is it's fire for so many reasons. It's his debut studio album. We got songs like R&P with Anderson .Paak, who nowadays in like the new genre of rappers is doing songs with Anderson .Paak. That's some real rap, and that's a vibe on that song. The music video, funny as hell. What else? We had Bad Idea with Chance the Rapper. Like just good songs, good artists to match him when he did do features, and the songs that he did on his own, just as good. And for a debut album out of the YBN group, like I don't think the YBN dudes could rap. Not Namir, not Almighty J, almost forgot his name. I'm about to say YBN Black China's ex. But yeah, they can't rap. YBN Cordae is easily the best rapper in that group, dropped the best debut album of that group, and it was definitely album of the year for me, just based off of those facts. But that's my top 3 albums. If you don't like it, I don't care. Zoom in, still don't care.
Alright, so today I'm here to give my opinion on my top 3 favorite albums of the year. Let's start off. Number 1, I'll probably say my favorite album would be, it would definitely have to be Port of Miami. Port of Miami 2 was definitely my favorite album probably this year. Rick Ross definitely came and delivered with the album. He had a lot of great features on the album. The beats, selections were amazing. And he made his wait a really, really long time for Port of Miami 2. So he had to come with his best on there. So that's my number 1. Number 2, I got Kirk, the baby. Nothing but hits on that joint. That joint crazy. I'm going, baby. No, it's like, that's not even that one. But I might beat a nigga up like on the rock. That pop star go crazy. Bob go crazy. I needed some shit with some bop in it. Like, you feel me? That shit go crazy. And probably heard those are my favorite songs on there. But Kirk definitely went really, really hard. Had a lot of great hits on it. The baby obviously put a lot of work on that. And I can see that he's definitely rising from where he did with Baby on Baby. It definitely shows that he's working. I mean, even though some of the beats do kind of sound the same, but he still did his thing. I really did like that. And then my third favorite album would definitely have to be Revenge of the Dreamers. It's my third only because it's a mix-up between Dreamville and it would have went number 1 to be honest, but the thing is about it is just it's a mix-up. It's not really one direction of it. Like I said, Port of Miami 2, Rick Ross, we've been waiting for that for a long, long time. It was a really great album. All these were great albums, but I would definitely put Revenge of the Dreamers last, only because it was a collection of people and it wasn't just one solidified person. So if it was just mostly even J. Cole, Boss, and even Jid, or J.I.D. as most people say, then I would definitely say, and then it would probably be Revenge of the Dreamers. Yeah, it's hard for me to sit here and not put Revenge of the Dreamers in my top 3, but it's only gonna go number 3 simply because it's just a collection of artists. It's a lot of great songs on it, but yeah, that's basically why. So that's my top 3.
Alright, y'all. Welcome to the end of the video. If you made it this far, I love you. So before we end the video, I need to mention that I put a sticker on my story asking you guys what your favorite album of 2019 was. I got only a few, so if you want to be included in the next video, whenever I put a sticker on my story, follow my Instagram. You know, you should do that if you haven't. But anyways, let's mention a few people, you know? So starting off, one of the people that answered was my friend Worst Bambino. He said his favorite album this year was Igor by Tyler, the Creator. I can't say I've heard it. I heard songs from it, you know. But I think from what I heard, it sounds pretty good. I heard it was like really different. Another person that I answered was Tia Gets Fit. She said that her favorite album was Kirk by DaBaby. I heard that album. It was actually pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I thought it was okay. DaBaby isn't my favorite rapper, but I think this album was actually pretty enjoyable for what he wanted it to be, you know? And finally was my brother, Jigga. He said that his favorite album this year was Chase by Aaron May. I don't know if a lot of you guys know who Aaron May was. That would be an honorable mention of mine because that album was really good. I enjoyed it. It was very vibey. And I like vibes. I'm a vibey guy. I didn't listen to Jesus is King yet, so I can't really mention it. So if I ever like do something on Jesus is King, it'll probably be on my Instagram. Follow me. Please. Any followers? If you didn't answer my sticker on Instagram, let us know in the comments what your favorite album this year was. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you want this to be a series too. Like top 3 albums for every year. Who knows, 2020 might be like the greatest year for rap ever. Thank you to the 3 people that answered on my story. You know, it means a lot. I hope hopefully I put you on, or hopefully we put you on to some rappers or some albums that you haven't heard yet. Maybe you know these people, but you didn't know that they released something this year. You know, all the things that we mentioned was pretty solid, except maybe the Young M.A one. But yeah, that's it. Peace out.